Hey everybody, I hope you're doing great. I'm Jacob, and today I'm going to talk about 3 different passive income cryptocurrency projects that I'm currently invested in. I'll go over the pros and cons, as well as rate them based on risk and income potential. By the way, I am not a financial advisor, so before you put your hard-earned money into any investment, please do your own research and understand the risk before investing. Anyway, let's hop into it. The first project is Anchor Protocol, and you can think of this as a high-yield savings account. Essentially what it is that you earn about 19 to 20% annually on a stablecoin. That stablecoin is called UST, and it's on the Terra network. And why I really like this project is because there is no price volatility on the stablecoin. Compared to a lot of other projects in the crypto space, the return could be a lot higher, but you're always going to be subject to the price volatility of the coin. Whereas on Anchor Protocol, the annual return is a lot lower at 20%, but you are not subject to a lot of that price volatility. So in theory, your investment will only go up. Another good thing about this project is that it's been audited, so I think it's relatively safe. I think there's lower risk of a hack being in their smart contract. And if you do happen to find a hack, they actually reward you for finding it. So it leads me to believe that the team behind this project really cares about safety and they want the project to succeed and last a really long time. Some other cool things about this project is that you can actually buy insurance. So if there is some sort of hack or something like that, you can protect your money. I think the insurance costs about 3%. And if you are worried about losing your money, in the white paper, Anchor actually says that your principal deposit is protected. On the negative side, you do have lower returns compared to other crypto projects. I mean, 20% annual returns from a traditional finance perspective, that's insanely good. But from a crypto perspective, that's extremely low. I mean, it is not uncommon to see crypto projects that have annual returns of 100 to 70,000%. Another downside with this is that sometimes the interest rate does fluctuate between 17 to 20%. So it can be pretty hard to predict what you're actually going to be getting like a year from now. And that rate could fall lower depending on how many borrowers and depositors you have in the protocol. So we could be looking a year from now and, maybe this protocol will only offer 10%, which still, it's going to beat the heck out of a traditional bank account. But I guess just be aware that these interest rates could change. For Anchor, I'm going to give this a risk score of 2 out of 10. I think it's a really low risk project when you consider that it's been audited. It's been around for a while, and the team seems to really care about keeping it safe. For income potential, I'm going to put it at a 3 out of 10. The price is not going to be volatile, so theoretically your investment should only go up, but it's not going to go up a lot like some other riskier crypto projects may. The next passive income crypto project that I'm invested in is Atlas Cloud. Now, Atlas is a node as a service project, and this is very similar to StrongBlock. So how it works is that once you buy 10 Atlas tokens, you can create what's called a node. And these are real nodes that you're getting. You get real RPC endpoints. So it's not some sort of fake gimmick like something like Ring Financial was. This is a real node that you're getting. And once you create a node, you earn 0.1 Atlas tokens per day. So to get a return on your investment, if the price stays the same, you would have to wait about 110 days. Once you start earning rewards, you can either cash out or you can keep compounding and create even more nodes. Another thing I like is that the team seems really dedicated. I've been hanging around the Discord before the project even launched, and the devs are pretty responsive and they seem to know what they're doing. Some of them have even quit their full-time jobs and are focusing on this project full-time. Another big benefit about this project is that it's on the Fantom network. That means that any transaction fees that you have are going to be extremely low. I'm talking like pennies on the transaction. Compared to StrongBlock, which is on the Ethereum network where you can pay anywhere from $50 to $500 in fees, that makes this project really appealing. On the flip side though, this is a very new project. I believe it launched on January 7th, and anytime a new project is launched, I think there's just a lot of risk associated with that. But if it does end up anything like Strongblock, it should stick around for a while. I mean, I think Strongblock has been around for almost a year and a half at this point, and that project seems to be doing really well. Another bad thing about this project is that you do have to give up your initial investment. So when you do buy those 10 Atlas tokens and you create a node, you cannot get that money back. And right now the cost of one Atlas token is hovering around $400. So if you want to buy 10 tokens, you're going to have to put an initial investment of about $4,000. And I should also mention that you cannot sell any Atlas tokens until you create a node. So if you buy like 5 Atlas tokens and you decide, oh, I don't want to get into this project, I want to sell, you cannot do that until you create your first node. And I actually think this was a good thing because at launch, it helped protect against whales buying and dumping the price. Another aspect about this project is that you have to pay $25 every month for every node that you have to cover any maintenance fees. Regarding risk for Atlas Cloud, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 just because it is such a new project and you just don't really have any idea where it's going to go in the future. But at the same time, every crypto project is new at some point and there's always going to be questions that people have. Now, for potential income, I'm going to rank this a 9 out of 10 just because it is so lucrative that you can compound your Atlas tokens and get more nodes. Overall, this is a project that I'm personally bullish on, but once again, I wouldn't take every penny that I have and put it into this project just because it is so new. So only invest money that you're willing to lose and do your own research before investing. The last passive income crypto project that I'm invested in is Wonderland. Wonderland is a DAO, so a decentralized autonomous organization, and they offer a really high annual percentage yield. I've seen it swing anywhere from 60,000% all the way up to 90,000% annually. And what this project is doing is they're building up a really large treasury so they can make other investments. You can kind of think of it like a VC fund where they have all of this money built up in a treasury and they can invest in new projects that are coming out on the market. They can create their own projects. So they're incentivizing a lot of people to invest by giving them a really high APY, and then they can take that money and reinvest it or create their own projects. Some pros for this project are that the APY is really large. Now, I do expect this to decrease over time, but it is really crazy to think that you can be making 70,000% annually. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention that you get rebases every 8 hours. This project seems to have a really strong community. You know, DAOs really got popular around November of 2021. That's kind of when every YouTuber was making videos about DAOs, and new investors into the crypto community were just going all in. And while a lot of those DAOs did end up failing or being rug pulls, Wonderland actually retained a really strong community, and it seems to be one of the best DAOs out there. Another good thing about this project is that the devs do seem to be building an entire ecosystem. Wonderland is on the Avalanche network, so once again, the fees are going to be really low. But there's other projects built by the same devs that kind of fit into everything that Wonderland is doing. You have Abracadabra, where you can get the stablecoin MIM, and a lot of liquidity has been moved over to SushiSwap. Now, some cons about this project is that it is still relatively new. You know how the saying goes that 1 month in crypto is like a year in traditional financial markets? Well, this project has really only been around for a few months, and it may just be the case where it's been one of those things that gets a lot of hype and then slowly dies. Another big thing about this project is that the price is so volatile. Don't let this high APY throw you off. Even if projects do offer a really high percentage rate, it doesn't really matter if the price crashes so much where it'll take you years to get your money back. I like to think of it like investing in a really high dividend yielding stock, but one where the price of the stock itself is decreasing, right? So you think you're getting a really good deal because, hey, you're getting like 15% annual return rate, but if the price crashes so much, where your overall return ends up being negative, that's not a good investment. And I'm not saying Wonderland is a bad investment by any means, but just be aware that the price is so volatile. You know, you shouldn't expect to deposit $1,000 and make over $500,000 a year from now. On the risk scale, I'm going to rank this a 7 out of 10, just because it is a relatively new project, and I think the dev team has a lot of work if they want to build this entire ecosystem and make this sustainable. For income potential, I'm going to rank this at a 5 out of 10. I know it does have a really high APY, but like I said before, the price is so volatile and I don't expect the price to hold up. I think the price and the APY are going to decrease, so I think it is going to take a longer time for you to get your money back, which again, I don't think is necessarily a bad thing if it makes this project more sustainable. Anyway, those are the 3 passive income crypto projects that I'm invested in. And if you stuck around this long, thank you so much. I really do appreciate all of my viewers and subscribers. If you did enjoy this video, please drop a like. And if you want more content like this in the future, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much, and good luck investing.